What's up? I am Chemical, and this is finally uh, my Goodwill pickups. Today is, January 12th, going into January 13th, 2014. So this is my pickups for the last week. It was really a dead week. And then I did the dumpster dive thing last night, and if you haven't watched that video, go watch that video. That made things a little more interesting. But this is going to kind of be it. I thought I would, at first I said I was going to use a webcam, but I'm not using a webcam this time. I've got craziness going on. See, I've got the laptop hooked to the TV, and then I had to run the speakers, because they have the headphone jack, and then plug my headphones into the speakers. It's been crazy. So anyway, we'll start off. Okay, we'll start off with what I bought first. I actually went in 3 Goodwills between, well, actually make that 4. I went in the same one twice, though. Between Thursday and today, which is Sunday, I've made 4 Goodwill stops, and I really didn't find a whole lot. But the second Goodwill I went to, I picked up the PlayStation 2 memory card, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, and Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2 for Game Boy Color. And usually if I find Game Boy Color games, I'll pick them up. I hardly ever find anything good, though. But yeah, I have those. I'm not going to say what I paid for them, but it was about what you would expect to pay for them online. I like to go to eBay, go to the advanced search, and search sold listings to see what things are actually selling for, not just what people are asking for them. But yeah, it was just such a dead day. I didn't buy anything at the first store, so the second store I was kind of going crazy wanting to buy something, so yeah. Tony Hawk's Pro Skater, Tony Hawk's Pro Skater 2, Game Boy Color, and the PlayStation 2 memory card. Also at that Goodwill, and what put me back in the black as far as what I was spending and justifying what I was spending, picked up Backyard Football 10 for the Wii. Camera doesn't want to focus. But for some reason, this game has value. I don't know. People usually look over sports games, but if you check the video game price guide, look at some of the sports games, because there are a few that are worth a little bit of money. I picked up one a couple weeks ago. It was Madden 12 for PlayStation 2. I don't know why they made Madden 12 for PlayStation 2, but apparently they did, and it sells for complete in box anywhere from $15 to $20, where 11 might sell for $5. This game also sells for $15 to $20. All the ones that I've found have been a plain cover. This one's kind of contaminated with a Walmart thing on there. I don't know if it's because the people that are selling on eBay and Amazon are using the stock image. I don't know. I don't know if the Walmart thing is so rare that nobody is selling them, or if it's just so common that they're not worth anything. But either way, cool pickup. You'd probably never be able to read it. Yeah. Backyard Sports Static Cling decal inside. The static cling is inside in excellent condition. You got the manual in there, and you have instructions on, they call it a skin for a Wii system. I don't know. I don't even own a Wii. My neighbor does, though. I think I'm going to work out some kind of deal with him on this. The disc like a couple fingerprints on it, but it's in really good condition. Case is in excellent condition. Not that that would be an issue. Uh, if you don't know what I'm talking about, watch my dumpster diving video. Okay, and then, alright, let's move this stuff out of the way. Then the next day I went to a different store, and that's where I picked up the rest of this stuff. The first thing is Buzz Lightyear Star Command. Buzz Lightyear of Star Command for the PS1. It's complete, clean. I played it for a while. Seems a little touchy on the sticks. Like maybe you shouldn't turn as fast as you do sometimes. It's kind of hard to put your shots on. But I think I could get used to it. And then the other game I picked up there was Tiny Toon Adventures Plucky's Big Adventure. And when I got tired of Buzz Lightyear, I popped this thing in, and I didn't turn it off until I beat it. It's kind of a problem-solving type thing. Run around here and find this piece, and then use this piece to find that piece, and yeah, it's not that great of a game. Made kind of shitty. Be good for a kid. Like I said, I sat there and played it until I beat it. Okay, now blow me shit, because I'm getting ready to drop some third party in front of you. Let me just say this first of all. I am not a fan of third party controllers. There are a couple exceptions, obviously. With as popular as, professional Call of Duty, MLG is, you have SCUF controllers and things like that that are made at super high standards. But I'll call out Mad Catz in general. I will not buy a Mad Catz controller unless I cannot find any other controller. I just don't like the way they feel. They always feel too big or too small in my hand. Anyway, I will buy Mad Catz cords. And that is the Game Boy Advance to Game Boy Advance or Game Boy Advance to GameCube link cable. That was brand new in the package, sealed, but I wanted to play with it. But I really have no use for it. And somebody had actually messaged me a while back about needing a link cable. So if you see this, let me know. We'll work something out. Yeah. So that's that. Game Boy Advance link cable. Mad Catz, it is brand new. It was in the bag when I bought it. It's got a little switch on there where you can switch it from, whatever you're connecting to. You can connect it to both. 2 Game Boy Advances or a GBA and a GameCube. Alright. Now let's go ahead and do this Mad Catz strike number 2. And I thought this was pretty cool. Of course, I've seen shit like this forever. But I've realized lately that having 1,000 chords for the extra little, resolution that you'll get with the RCA is really not worth it to me. And I have tested this, and it worked great. I grew up playing on RF adapter. I don't care that much, so I think that's how I'm going to roll instead of having RCA jacks. My PlayStation 2 stays wired because it's wired through component, and I only have one set of component ends on the TV in my game room. And then, obviously, the Genesis has to plug into the coax. And then I have the little adapter for my 2600 that screws onto the nub of the Genesis RF modulator. Well, I'm just going to snap this onto the Genesis RF modulator and then screw my adapter for the 2600 onto this. And, this way, I can eliminate 5 Nintendo 64. You have the Xbox side that'll only work with the original Xbox. And then you have the PlayStation side that will work with the PlayStation 1, 2, and 3. I think the 4 is only HDMI out. I don't know. I wasn't able to get one. I'm poor. I suck, I guess. But this kind of is more of a retro thing. Anyway, I tried it out. Works good. And I think that's the way I'm going to go on the AV. And then the last thing I picked up, I had no idea that this even existed. But because it said Nintendo on it, I'm like, yep. And I knew it was for GameCube immediately by the shape of it. But it is the GameCube microphone. And I guess there was only like 4 or 5 games that used this. Mario Party 6 and Mario Party 7 used it. Odama, is that the name of the game, I think? That used it. And there was 1 or 2 other games that used this. But this is the... won't focus. Official Nintendo GameCube microphone. By the looks of it, I'd say it just plugs into the memory card port. But that was really it. I mean, there wasn't... I usually like to get a lot of stuff, but there just wasn't a lot to find. So hopefully I can get out this week, pick up a few better things, and come back next Sunday with a better video.